buildings. It's as if someone wants to erase.
Which is why we are celebrating 25 years.
Okay, so picture this. Harry and Meghan, royal runaways, escaping the palace chaos, flying away from tiaras, stiff royal protocols, and endless headlines. And guess who catches them? Nope, not King Charles, not Prince William, not even some undercover royal ally. It was Tyler Perry. Yes, Hollywood's very own mogul slash billionaire slash knight in shining armor shining private jet. He swoops in like an actual fairy godfather, offering his jaw-dropping Beverly Hills mansion, the kind of security detail that makes MI5 look lazy, and a level of luxury the crowd can only dream about. We're talking next-level royal upgrade here.
Tyler Perry, who offered up his Beverly Hills mansion.
His estate wasn't just a place to crash. Oh no, it became the Sussex hideout, their safe haven, their bubble away from the chaos. This was where Harry, Meghan, and baby Archie started to build their post-place brand, their royal rehab retreat. And Tyler, he wasn't just offering a bed. He offered his name, his reputation, his loyalty. Meghan was so touched, she straight up made him godfather to little Lilibet. Not just any title, by the way. In royal terms, that's a full-on blood oath. That's eternal. That's not just thanks for the guest room. That's practically canonization. Netflix captured it all, obviously. Slow motion shots, emotional close-ups, the whole dramatic package. Meghan called him her protector, her rock, her chosen family. It was all polished and glowy, the perfect image of post-royal independence. And it worked for a while, until everything flipped. Suddenly, boom, Tyler Perry gets slapped with a $260 million 0-cent lawsuit. Yes, million with an M. Actor Derek Dixon accuses him of running a toxic, hostile, career-ruining work environment. 1 minute, Tyler's the mogul with the heart of gold. Next minute, he's hot headline risk. Emails, documents, insider confessions, all coming out like a broken fire hydrant. Tyler's squeaky clean image, gone. And Meghan, she vanished him instantly. Photos, deleted. Old Insta gushing about Uncle Tyler, gone. Mentions of his Godfather title, poof, edited. Wikipedia even changed from is to was. Honey, it wasn't subtle, it was surgical. And it happened fast. The internet absolutely noticed. Reddit and TikTok exploded with "Where's Uncle Tyler?" trending like wildfire. Royal sleuths were comparing timestamps, zooming in on archived Instagram stories. It turned into a digital crime scene. And then came the plot twist. They forgot Tyler Perry keeps receipts. Texts, calls, emails, photos, emotional late-night combos, even those post-police breakdowns, all logs, all protected. And the best part? There's a guest agreement clause, and that clause, y'all, it's nuclear. In the event of public disavowal, like, say, completely erasing him, Tyler is legally allowed to defend himself in full. Interviews, court statements, even his own Netflix doc if he wants. Yes, you read that right. He could literally spill everything and be totally within his rights.
On one of the filmmaker's shows.
Now pause and really imagine what Tyler knows. Meghan pacing in the garden, ranting about royal aides. Harry whispering about betrayal. Private phone calls. Drafted Netflix scripts. Crisis talks. This man wasn't a guest. He was in the room where it happened. He shaped the escape story, and now he's being ghosted like an embarrassing ex. Insiders say Tyler is livid, not just hurt, betrayed. From Godfather to PR liability in the blink of an eye, that's not just messy, that's ruthless. And now producers are practically foaming at the mouth. There's serious buzz that if Perry talks, it could be the biggest interview since Oprah. Networks are dangling 7-figure deals. Streaming giants are clearing schedules. Everyone wants Tyler's side of the story because this isn't just gossip, this is a full-on royal expose. He could talk about Meghan's private breakdowns, Harry's doubts, what really made the Netflix cut and what didn't. Who made the calls? Who staged the scenes? It's no longer about friendship. It's about reputation warfare. And Meghan? Oh, she's in full-on panic mode. She's flooding her socials with clean girl content, soft-focus garden photos, wellness tips, feminist quotes, trying to drown out the noise with aesthetic. But it's not working because in the comments, the question won't go away. Where's Tyler? Even her brand partners are spooked. A skincare campaign? Paused. A luxury wine deal? Quietly shelved. Marketing teams are reportedly reviewing contracts just in case Meghan's reputation takes another hit. Everyone's bracing for the next shoe to drop, and Tyler, still silent. But that silence It's calculated. The scariest kind of quiet, the kind that makes you sweat, because Meghan's deletion stunt may have just activated that NDA clause. And if it did, oh honey, he's got the green light. Meanwhile, Harry, he's spiraling. Sources say he's been a wreck, snapping at staff, can't sleep, totally restless. And guess what? He's reportedly flown back to the UK, alone, secretly, not for good, just to breathe, to get away, to think. Because this PR house of cards, it's collapsing. And Meghan's team is scrambling. Emergency PR meetings, crisis emails, legal consultations, influencers are being begged to post positive content. It's damage control chaos. But here's the tea. No amount of curated quotes or garden selfies is going to stop what's coming. Because Tyler Perry isn't just some disgruntled friend. He's a mogul with receipts, and if he chooses to speak, game over. And trust, he's been documenting it all. Voice memos, behind-the-scenes notes, conversations after their Oprah interview about what landed and what didn't. He didn't set out to collect dirt, but now those notes might become Exhibit A. And then, the leak. Just 58 seconds, that's all it took. Posted from a burner account, then reposted everywhere. In the clip, Meghan's voice is crystal clear, talking media strategy, throwing around phrases like selective sympathy, and wondering if playing the Diana card too often might start to look fake. In the background, a voice assumed to be Harry's, grumbling that Netflix didn't want too much crying. The internet went no clean. Within minutes, selective sympathy was trending. UK headlines exploded. Royal commentators had a field day. Even Meghan's diehard fans went suspiciously quiet. And guess what? That wasn't even the worst of it. Sources say the clip, it's just the beginning. There are hours of this stuff. 17 plus hours to be exact. Audio logs, transcripts, uncut convos about their Oprah sit-down planning sessions, private digs at the royal family that never aired. This isn't just embarrassing. It's brand destroying.
Meghan Markle is in crisis.
And now, Meghan's empire is teetering. That podcast relaunch she teased, quietly canceled. That skincare line deal on ice. Internal beauty brand emails leaked saying we need to reevaluate. She used to be the puppet master of media. Now, it's all unraveling. And Harry, he saw it coming. The second that tape leaked, insiders say he booked it. Private jet to London, not for a press tour, not for a royal return, just to survive. He's reportedly tucked away at a discreet countryside estate. No Meghan, no cameras, just a few close confidants trying to figure out how to undo this disaster. And the whisperers have started. Could Harry be feeling out the palace again? Floating the idea of returning to duties, maybe part-time? It's not official, not even close, but the fact that it's being whispered in royal halls, that says everything. Because once Perry unlocks that vault, the Sussexes' entire version of their truth collapses. So let's get into it. Because if you thought this drama was at full boil, honey, you haven't seen anything yet. The palace? Oh, they're watching. And not with dismay, with satisfaction. Sources inside royal circles are sipping tea like it's Wimbledon season. The same aides Meghan once accused of leaking, manipulating, and orchestrating her downfall, they're now smirking behind closed doors. They didn't even have to say, I told you so. The internet's doing it for them. William's camp, radio silent. But it's the kind of silence that's strategic. Though we don't need to comment while the Sussexes self-destruct kind of quiet. Their PR team is simply letting the flames speak for themselves. Meanwhile, Meghan's team, fumbling hard. They're trying everything. Blurred statements about edited material, old recordings, misinterpreted context, but it's not sticking. And you know why? Because that clip, that 58-second nuke, it sounded real. Too real. This wasn't tabloid gossip or twisted out of context hearsay. It was Meghan and Harry off screen, behind the scenes, plotting how they'd be perceived. That's not authenticity, that's production. And Tyler Perry still hasn't said a single word. Not publicly, not on social, not to press. But make no mistake, his fingerprints are all over this. The timing, precise. The editing, surgical. The content, just enough to explode the internet, but short enough to avoid lawsuits. This wasn't petty revenge. This was a message. You erase me, I remind you I exist. And Meghan, she miscalculated badly. Tyler Perry is not a man you ghost. He's a self-made billionaire, a media titan. He doesn't burn bridges, he builds entire stadiums and sells them out. So what happens next? Buckle up, because the dominoes are falling. More clips? Oh, it's coming. Legal moves? You bet. Insider whispers say Perry's team has been quietly fielding interview offers from the big guns. We're talking Gayle King, Anderson Cooper, maybe even Diane Sawyer. Everyone wants the Tyler Perry Royal Receipt special because it wouldn't just be Tyler telling his story, it would rewrite the entire Sussex fairy tale. Think about it. The independent power couple escaping royal oppression, telling their truth, shining light on injustice only works if that truth holds up under scrutiny. But if Perry drops more proof that everything from the Oprah moment to the Netflix scenes was crafted like a Hollywood script, then we're no longer talking about bravery. We're talking about brand manipulation, and publishers are already getting nervous. Big name partners are reassessing. A memoir that was once greenlit is reportedly being reviewed again. Former allies quietly distancing themselves. Even Spotify execs are allegedly muttering things like, maybe we dodged a bullet. Meanwhile, Harry's hasty UK retreat, it's not just about space, it's damage control. Word is, he's been in discreet talks with a few royal confidants, floating trial balloons about returning to royal duties. Nothing full-time, nothing concrete, just planting seeds. And the fact he's even entertaining the idea speaks volumes. Because Harry knows if Tyler Perry opens the floodgates, their carefully constructed narrative gets washed away. And then what? Meghan's lifestyle brand, her podcast, her credibility as a global humanitarian, all of it teeters. And here's the kicker. This isn't over because that leak, according to insiders, it was only clip 1. There's a whole treasure chest still locked away. Over 17 hours of raw audio, transcripts, memos, post-interview breakdowns, candid criticisms of the royal family, and Perry has every right to use them. Remember that clause, the one Meghan's team didn't pay attention to? If you publicly erase Tyler, he can speak freely to defend his reputation. And when someone like Perry speaks, people listen. So now, Meghan is spiraling. Her image team is running around like the sky is falling. Because, honestly, it kinda is. Influencers are being begged to post soft, curated content. Brands are being reassured. Old allies are being nudged to tweet support. But the internet isn't buying the spin. Because you can't PR your way out of authentic-sounding betrayal. And here's what no one's saying out loud yet. If Tyler releases the full receipts, if more tapes drop with behind-the-scenes scheming, if Harry and Meghan are heard manipulating them specifically or planning media angles, then everything they've built, the books, the shows, the brand, it doesn't just take a hit, it implodes. And Harry? He's watching it all unravel. From a secluded countryside estate, trying to figure out how to salvage his name, his role, and possibly his family because he traded a crown for peace. But now finds himself caught in the middle of a storm with cameras, contracts, and confidential recordings. And Tyler Perry, he's not the villain here. He was the man who saved them. And now, Meghan's team tried to erase him like a disposable chapter. But he's not going quietly. He's just getting started. And honey, the world is watching.